So Ms. Miller and I have another problem for you today for Number Talk. And we're really interested how you're going to solve this one. So we're really curious about the strategies that you might use. We're going to start like we've done in the past, where the first time we look at it, we're just going to think about what's the story, what's happening in the problem, how is it the same as other problems we've been doing, and how might it be a little bit different than what we've been doing. What are we trying to figure it out? We're not trying to solve it yet. We're just trying to make sense of what we're being asked to do, okay? And remember when I put the star up, that means that we're doing quiet think time, all right? So today's problem, Vinay bought her new iPod at 40% off the original price and paid $54. How much money did she save? So quiet think time. What are we being asked to do? How is the same and how is it different from other problems that we've done in the past? Just think time. I have to say I think that that's the most seriously you've ever took the think time. Okay, just a minute. You're going to turn and talk to your shoulder partner about your ideas around the problem and what we're being asked to do and how it might connect to other problems. We're still not solving it yet. And I'm going to ask that the person that you're sitting next to who has the longest hair share first.
I need to find the original price of it.
We're not finding the original price, we're finding how much he saved it.
Oh yeah, huh? But we have to find the original price first before we can find out how much he saved.
Okay, how do you think we're supposed to get the...
There's some people starting to think about now, how am I going to solve the problem? So that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to take a few minutes to now mentally solve the problem. And we're going to really try not to write in the air and write on our desks. We're going to try to do it here, okay? Because I know that's been really hard. And remember that when you have a solution and a strategy, you're going to show Ms. Miller and me by putting your thumbs up. Or if you've gone as far as you can by yourself and you're ready to talk to a partner, then you're going to put your thumb up, okay? So whenever you're ready to talk, that's when you're going to show us your...
Just get a list of all the different answers we have in the class. Okay, so would anyone be willing to just share their answer? You don't have to share how you solved it just yet. Okay, Austin? $36. Okay. Anyone else? Everyone here got $36? Are you sure? Because I did hear a couple different answers. I heard $21.60. Yeah, $21.60 came up quite a bit as I was walking around. Okay. Any other ones? No? Okay. So we're now going to share out in our number talk some of the things that you talked about in your partner. Okay. And because of time purposes, we're going to call on a few students that we heard strategies from that we asked if you could share it. Okay. So can we start with Julia and Victor? Could you guys share how you solved it?
So 40% off the original price is 54. So that means 54 is 60%.
Okay. Why is 54 60%? How'd you get that?
Because the original 40% off the original is 54.
Okay. And so what percent would we consider the original?
100.
100. Okay. So to get 60, what did you do? 60%, what did you do?
100% minus 40%.
Okay, so 100% minus 40%. So for Victor and Julia, was this a strategy you guys worked on together? No? No? Okay. Did you talk about this one? Yeah. Okay, so $54 represents 60%. What did you do second? What was your next step?
I try to find 20% by dividing 54 by 3.
Okay, you tried to find 20% by dividing 54 by 3. Why did you do that? Why did you divide it by 3?
So I can find 20%.
Okay, well how does that give you 20%?
There's 3 20% and 60.
Oh, nice. So there's 3 20% and 60. So Victor and Julia decided, if this makes sense to me, you're taking 54 and dividing it by 3. Okay? Is Ms. Borda recording it correctly of how you're thinking it? Okay. So what did you get for 54 divided by 3?
18.
18. And so what does $18 represent?
20%.
20%. Okay, then what'd you do next?
18 plus 18 to make 40%.
18 plus 18 to make 40%. Because 18 was 20%, and then you were adding another 20% to it. Okay, and what'd you get for that?
36.
36. So that's how much Vinay saved when she bought her iPod. She saved $36 for 40%. How many of you solved it a similar way? So since it looked like several of you used a different strategy, we're going to keep this up on the board, and we want you to talk about it with your partner and try to make sense of the strategy that Victor and Julia used. Okay? So even if you solved it the same way, we'd like you to just go step by step and try to make sense of what it means to do each of those steps that Victor and Julia did. Okay? Does everybody understand that? Okay, Roger and Austin.
Our next guess was 90. And then we multiplied 90 by 0.4.
And how did you do that? In your head, Roger and Austin.
90 times 4.
You did 90 times 4.
And then after put the decimals.
Okay. What did you get when you did 90 times 4? Or 90 times 4?
36.
And then what'd you do with that 36?
Subtracted 90 by 36.
90 minus 36. And you got
54.
54, and that matches the check that you wanted to get?
Yes.
So then how do you know which is the price that shows how much she saved?
$36.
It's the $36, and why is it $36?
Because that's the difference between the original price and the price she paid.
Very nice. So it's the difference between the original price of 90 and then the price that she paid of 54. Okay. I think we're going to do tomorrow.